Hi guys, welcome to MoonChild Serendipity Tarot. So today I'm back again with another reading on the one-on-one bond, relationship, connection, however you call it, of BTS members with each other. So as usual, I've got my jar here with all the units written in it, and I'm just gonna like randomly pick one to see whose connections are we doing a reading on today. Before I do the reading, I feel like I have to repeat this again. That this is not about ship, or I don't assume anything in this reading. I'm just gonna take whatever the cards give me, and I will not look at them as BTS. I look at them as souls, a normal human being, and so I'm just reading connections between two souls, to see what it is there between them. What's in the past, present, and future, and everything that comes. So yeah, just so you know, of course I'm aware of shifts and favorism within the fandom, and I am okay with it. But I'm just not bringing any of those into these readings or in any readings on this channel. So you're free to discuss your point of view and interpret the cards to your belief and understandings, but I'm just putting out a warning out there like that. And also, if you are gonna discuss anything, please be respectful of other people. Please be considerate, be nice, be kind, be respectful of other people and also of BTS members as well. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna pick out one to see which unit or whose connections are we doing a reading on today. As Yoonmin, so that Yoongi and Jimin as the kitty gang. Is that how we call them? The kitty gang. Yoongi and Jimin, right? Let's get into it. This is a reading on relationship, connection, bond between Yoongi and Jimin of BTS. The Yoonmin, the kitty gang unit. So this in the middle here is gonna be their relationship. So past, present, and future. This side here is the representative of Yoongi's perspective on these connections. This is on Jimin's perspective, and then we've got some oracle cards to add in some information and messages as well. So let's start with the tarot cards on their connections. This is the past energy, the energy in the past. So I feel like in the past they started off as like this is a fox, I know, but it does give me the energy of like cats. They're just kind of like watching each other first. It's kind of like judging, analyzing, assessing each other before they really go in and initiate contact or initiate a deeper level of connection with each other. So they're kind of like this kind of skirting around each other for the first couple of months, probably a year, after they first met, and they kind of like just like testing the water before they come closer to each other. And there is this sense of not wanting to open up to each other, kind of like keeping to themselves as first. And for the current energy, it has become something much more beautiful. So it's the Two of Pentacles. So it's more balanced, it's more dynamic, it's more there's more flow into it. So there is this like infinity here. So I kind of see a flow of energy back and forth between them. So it's very smooth, it's very gentle, it's very kind of like doesn't have any, it's not bumpy, it's very smooth. very balanced, and they are similar but different at the same time. So like it's like two sides of these butterflies. They are very similar, almost like mirroring each other, but at the same time they're different. One is left and one is right. One is introvert, the other is extrovert. So but they get on really well with each other. They don't integrate into each other, but they get on really well, and like it's a very smooth sailing of emotions or of interaction between them two. I think it's because of the long time they've spent watching the other person, watching each other, analyzing each other. So they can, you know, when they establish a deep relationship, a deep connections, is more stable, and it's really smooth. I just want to say the word smooth all over again. And then for the future energy is the Six of Wands, which is another butterfly. I think it's gonna be it's gonna step up another notch. It's like the Six of Wands is always about like liberation, victory. It's like coming out of this, you know, chaotic and suffering periods, and just becoming something so beautiful, something so free, and something so inspiring. I'm hearing collaboration. So maybe they're gonna have a song together soon, or they're gonna work on something together soon, just the two of them. And it's gonna be, or Yoongi can play a major part in Jimin's mixtape. That's what I don't know, it's just popping in my head. Maybe it's something, but yeah, it's just the butterfly is so beautiful, and also I think they're gonna grow spiritually together as well. More like, because I feel like lately Yoongi has been really like he has stepped so far on his spiritual journey. So I feel like he's gonna teach Jimin a lot as well. Like he's gonna turn Jimin into this beautiful butterfly. That's the future energy. And then we're gonna have a look at Yoongi's perspective. So this is how Yoongi sees his connection with Jimin. It's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is determined, sometimes impulsive and passionate, and she knows how to control her power. She knows how to control the emotions, and it's just someone who is very passionate and kind of like inspiring. So I feel like to Yoongi, his connection with Jimin brings him a little bit out of his shell, like inspire him to be more outgoing, or inspire him to open up more, inspire him to see different things in life, to see life from different perspective. And I feel like, because Jimin can sometimes be someone who is really like affectious on people with his, you know, energy, and with his bubbly, outgoing manners. That has effects on Yoongi as well. It's like kind of like light up a fire in Yoongi in a way. It gives him more. It makes him feel emotions more deeply. And this Yoongi's role in this connection with Jimin is the Five of Wands. Normally the Five of Wands is about like inner conflicts, and like not finding the same voice on the same matter. But because we're looking at Yoongi's role in the connection with Jimin, I feel like it talks about like solving the puzzle. So I feel like someone in this connection is often confused with feelings and emotions, and how to deal with like thoughts and mentality, this not like disorder, but mentality imperfections. Is that a word? Is that a phrase? But like with mentality problems. So I feel like Yoongi, it could be both of them, but of course Yoongi has a lot of he has it before, like mental issues, like depression or anxiety. So I feel like they both learn from each other, but Yoongi particularly, because this is his role, like he has learned and grown from his own experience. So like from what he's learned and experienced, he passed that on to Jimin, and kind of like help guide Jimin through Jimin's problem with Yoongi's perspective and experience, and it's like helping Jimin putting the puzzle back into the right place, like helping Jimin to navigate through his maze of mental issues. If I can say that. Oh my god, we have so many cards for this. And this is how Yoongi sees Jimin in their connections. We have the Queen of Chalices. So someone who's very like affectionate, very gentle, very caring, very beautiful, ethereal. Something so elegant, like someone who inspiring, someone who's like breathe life and love and emotions into his life. It's like someone brings him so much joy, and someone who is so so amazing to be with. It's like so refreshing. Yes, because like we can see a lot of water surrounding this queen, and she's just so gentle, so down to earth, and so giving as well. So that's how Yoongi sees Jimin. But at the same time, it's like with this Five of Pentacles, Jimin is, it's all about giving, but it's not easy for him to ask for help from people, especially with his problem. Like it's not easy for him to show his weak sides to people, even with the ones who put really close to him. So I feel like Yoongi sees that, and Yoongi sees that sometimes Jimin chooses to suffer alone rather than like talking to the Hyungs or his bandmates, or talking to people that he trusts. He tried to suffer alone, and he tried to like suppress all his emotion and keep it to himself. Sorry. And Yoongi sees that, but I kind of feel like because this is so contrast, that these two cards is so contrasting. Like in Yoongi's eyes, Jimin is so loving, so giving, so beautiful, but he also sees the side of Jimin that is not all that glitters. It's the side of him that curled up within himself and like take everything in and try to solve every problem on his own, like with his own way. And Yoongi sees that all, and he doesn't know how to deal with it with this illumination card. Like this is so Yoongi. Look, it's a card. It's a little card. It's a little cat. It's looking at this like maze of the world and like wondering what is going on, like all these pieces, how to put them together. Like there are so many facets. It's like in Yoongi's eyes, Jimin has so many aspects and so many facets that Yoongi cannot touch, and Jimin doesn't open up to Yoongi to let him in, to let him see every phases of him, every side, every aspect of him. So Yoongi is kind of like just stand outside the door. But this is the thing with Libra, because Jimin isn't Libra. They are so friendly with everyone. Everyone feels like they are their best friends, but deep down inside they don't really open up to anyone. Like I have a friend, a Libra, like truly like the most Libra I've ever known, and he has this metaphor of his he called it emotional castle. So his inner castle. So he has this inner castle inside of him. Is like his emotions and like layers and floors and rooms of emotions. He would like, if he has 4 floors, he would open up the first floor for everyone, like welcome everyone in, and shows everyone everything in the first floor. And then the second floor is for his close friends, and then the third floor is for his family and potentially like lovers, girlfriend, soulmate possibly. But then the fourth floor is like, it's like the restricted area. Nobody could step into it. Like it has to be someone truly special, and it takes so much time for a Libra to give the key to that fourth floor, to that particular restricted area room, to someone. It takes so much for a Libra to fully open up to someone. That's what I'm trying to say. And Yoongi is like standing outside of Jimin's castle, wondering like, what is in there? Can I get in? I don't feel like he wants to get in. He just observes, and he kind of knows like what's going on inside, but he can't get into it, and he can't, put his hand into it. Like he can't help solving any of the problem going inside of the castle, of Jimin's castle. Yeah, he's just standing outside and like looking at it, observing things. Let's see Jimin's perspective on these connections. This is how Jimin sees these connections. Oh, it's the Ace of Cups. It's so beautiful. Look, it's to Jimin, this connection is very like trustworthy, very dependable. It's unwavering, unchanging. It's an offer. It's like he feels so lucky to be given this. It's like a blessing to him. So the connection with Yoongi is like a blessing to Jimin. It's like the universe gave it to him. And it just feels so soft. It's just like to me it's just like a really soft and loving and like so warm. And I feel like because Yoongi sees that Jimin is the one like giving, but Jimin sees that he received a lot from Yoongi as well. So probably like advice, or I don't know, just this chilling vibes from Yoongi, I guess, and a lot of advice and experience. And I think just by looking at Yoongi and how Yoongi lives and deals with his problem, I think Jimin learns a lot from that too. And he really appreciates that. It's just, this card is so beautiful. Look. And then this is Jimin's role in this connection with Yoongi. We've got 2 cards here. Got the stars in reverse, and we've got the 5 of cups in reverse. So again, like the 5 of cups in reverse is like not opening up, and like try to hide his problem. Because when it says upright, it's about someone losing something and not like recognizing what he has left. But when it says in reverse like this, I feel like Jimin is not fully open up to Yoongi in these connections. Like it's nice. The connection is nice. It's trustworthy. It's dependable. It's soft. It's nurturing as well. But it's not a deep. It's not a very like deeply deep. It's not very deep. It's not really deep. It's not deeply spiritual. or like, you know, is he probably led Yoongi steps to his third floor of his castle, but it's not the fourth floor. And like, yeah, there's a lot of his own problem that he can't confine in Yoongi, and sometimes he would try to hide it as well, like try to hide the problem from Yoongi. I think because sometimes he would get into trouble, like Yoongi would be mad if he finds out that Jimin does things a certain ways, like if he finds out that Jimin trying to solve his problem on his own, in his own way, like sometimes it would make Yoongi mad, and Jimin doesn't want Yoongi to be mad, so he would try to hide that from him. That's kind of feeling. Then we've got the star in reverse. It gives me the same vibe, like not not fully open up. And then what else can we say? Yeah, not fully open up, and even like his deepest emotion, his deepest wishes and fears, he would not share that with Yoongi. Like he would not confine in Yoongi with really deep and raw emotions. So they can, you know, teach each other, share with each other their spiritual development or spiritual experiences, and they can, of course, give a lot of advice and be the place for the other person to, you know, lean on, of course, and they are always there for each other, but it's not somehow it's not very deeply rooted, like spiritually speaking. Of course, like to me, all the BTS members has really special bond with each other, but it's on different levels, and different intensities. So I feel like this is like a medium intensity kind of connections. So they're comfortable with this, they're comfortable with each other, but they're not like deeply connected, not like soulmate or anything. And this is how Jimin sees Yoongi in this relationship, these connections with, oh gosh, we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Seven of Cups. So to Jimin, like he doesn't fully understand Yoongi either. So like it goes both ways. Like Yoongi doesn't show Jimin's all his faces as well. It's like this man's wearing so many masks, not fully opening up to each other. It's the same with the Moon. Like he doesn't share his wishes. Sometimes he's like, when Jimin looks at Yoongi, he's like in this moonlight. He's shining, but it's not like you wouldn't, because under the moonlight things can sometimes look different from what they really are. And also the Four of Pentacles is like keeping to oneself, like so there are still things that Yoongi keep to himself, and he doesn't choose to share that with Jimin. But overall, like it's not an uncomfortable connection, it's a very comfortable connection, and they can lean on each other, they can trust each other. The core of this connection is still these two beautiful cards, so they are very like equal in these connections, and they're mirroring each other. They're very similar but very different at the same time, and they're comfortable with the development of their relationship, and they are like really content in this relationship. That's why. And then let's have a look at the oracle cards. Let's start with these ones. It says, I love the color of this. Like when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And then we've got, my outer experiences are the reflection of my internal conditions. So it speaks about like the inner self. And I feel like they both focus on their inner self, and then then it reflects outside, into their relationship, and in turn the relationship reflects back. No. It's just yeah, the how they feel inside when they focus on their inner self in these connections, and it will reflect out on the actual connections itself. It's like I feel like they are individually focused on their own experience and their own development, and it's not. I don't feel like their spiritual development is on the same page or the same pace, but that's okay, and they can reflect on that and help each other to grow as well. I've got this one, ask for help. What did I say about Jimin doesn't let people help him? Jimin doesn't let Yoongi help him, and Yoongi doesn't open up to Jimin like fully. Both of them, like actually it goes for both of them. Like they don't ask for help from the other person often. That's what I feel like. Of course, like when it comes to work, career, professional, musical, of course, Jimin would definitely go to Yoongi to ask for help and advices and guidance. But when it comes to like private lives or private matters, they don't come for the other person for help. They don't confine or confess their private problems to the other person. We've got this. The answers you need are coming, and then it's time to take actions. It's full moon and it's new moon, so it's like one thing ends and the other things start. Oh, it could well start. It could well talk about these two cards. It's like maybe they should talk to each other more. Maybe they should ask for help from each other and like try to, step up on, like try to push this connection up another notch, and like that's when they can step into this energy of the Six of Wands, and like the beautiful energy, the liberation, victory and development. Maybe that's what it is. And then the last card we've got is Awakening. Ooh, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So that ties in really well with like a time to take actions, and then the Six of Wands. They need to like maybe something would happen that pushed them to be more awake in this connection, so they can just talk to each other and like be more comfortable, like open up more to the other person, to be able to like make this happen, to like spiritual awakening and liberation, victory, development, and like that's what I feel like. The answers you need are coming. Are they waiting on like an answer from someone else, like an approval to make a collaboration? I don't know. I'm just guessing. But Awakening is such a beautiful card, like energetic upgrades. See, they need to do something to step up, to upgrade their energy, their energetic connections. Make it deeper. That's what I'm hearing. So I think that's all that I have for the connection between Yoongi and Jimin of BTS. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you do, please consider to subscribe to the channel, and you can also check out other videos that I did here, and leave a comment down below to let me know what you think, and also if you had any suggestion on readings to do in the future, please let me know. I only do readings on BTS, just so you know. So and that's it. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.